Okay, so this is 9 o'clock now, and as always, we are starting the program right on time. Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening, everybody. I am extremely happy to invite you to this wonderful evening, to this Skill Up presentation, and this episode of Skill Up, which is the 54th in the series. That number itself is very, very amazing for me because 54 episodes. I never thought when I started that we would have so many episodes and so successfully. Actually, this has been a very, very interesting story for me. When I started, I was not very confident that it would attract people and it would attract speakers and chief guests. But when I started, of course, it all went well. And we had a first year, we had a second year, and we had quite a lot of presentations during the first year, and another lot of presentations during the second year. And this year also, we already have had 6 presentations, and we are going on. We are likely to have another 20 such episodes during the next few months. As I've always told you, the purpose of this series of presentations by LCIPs has been to update ourselves. That's, of course, the most important reason. We always wanted to create opportunities for ourselves to share our thoughts, share our experiences, share our knowledge and skills with people. We also wanted to give an opportunity to all the trained and untrained lions around non-lions to help them build their skills. So it is a two-way process. We are growing as trainers and we are also helping others as trainers. So both the things are happening together. So every one of these episodes still last year used to happen by reading out the code of ethics. And we thought, why should not why utilize 2 or 3 minutes of every episode to explain one of the ethics or one of the basics of Lionism. And that's why this year we have started using one of the ethics or any other issues relating to Lionism properly explained to us. And today we have Lion Dr. Chitti Prakash Rao to tell us what he feels about or what he thinks about the 6th code of ethics. Over to Dr. Prakash Rao.
Yeah, this is the 6th code of lines, code of ethics. Dear friends, good evening, everybody. Always to bear in mind my obligations as a citizen to my nation, my state, and my community, and to give them my unsharing loyalty in word, act, and deed, to give them freely of my time, labor, and means. This mainly speaks about, this statement speaks about the obligations of a citizen and how to execute it, how best possibly we can execute it. So if we take 2 or 3 points in this, one is related to citizenship is not enjoying rights. It is also fulfilling the responsibilities or discharging duties honestly. And also here this explains my duty is not only to take whole country, but also to my region, my state, my region or my area, and also the local communities who are surrounding us, that also we take into consideration. And to be completely loyal and faithful, not just in what I say in words, but also in what I do, that is in action. What we are saying, we have to follow the same. And also behavior also that shoots for that. Normally we say talk and walk. What we talk, also we walk in our life. That is the, in general, here is the statement connected. And also to willing to contribute my time, resources, or efforts. And always we say in the Lionism, triple is talent, treasure, and the talent, treasure, and also the time that we have to give to the communities for the welfare of the communities by helping the communities in the state or nation or in helping them in the different ways that we have to check. I say this altogether, we can speak about this in total in simple words. I say responsible citizen, not only loyal and faithful to the nation, but also to serve or help the communities surrounding you with by contributing your time, effort, and resources. That is the altogether of the meaning of this Lions Code of Ethics. This the one of the important code of ethics of out of 8 of these statements. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Prakash Rao. Thank you very much. So, as has been explained with Dr. Prakash Rao, this is one of the items on the code of ethics. And also, I just wanted to tell you that in case any other FDI or any other lion is interested in the future episodes, if you want to come forward to explain any one of the basics of lionism, it could be one of the objectives, one of the purposes, one of the ethics, it could be the logo, it could be the motto, whatever. So you choose one and then tell me. So you will get an opportunity. So we have today our past international director, Matana Gopalji, is with us, and then he is going to be the chief guest. He is the chief guest today, and I don't think I need to tell you about him because he was with us during the first series and the second series also. He has been a lion since 1991, quite a long time, and he served as a district governor in the year 2010 and 11. I think one of the very, very important projects that he took up when he was district governor is ensuring safe, clean, pure drinking water to several communities in his district. So more than 94 clubs that year were involved, and more than nearly about 1 lakh people were benefited by that. I think the project is continuing. That's one very, very significant contribution that he made as district governor. And of course, all of you know that he's a very popular trainer. He trained at all levels from ALLI, DLI, RLI to FDI and also DG schooling. So he trained people at various levels, and one of the very few directors were also LCIPs. So director and LCIP is a wonderful combination. And luckily we have a few directors who have done this LCIP also. I think he received almost all awards. I don't need to tell you about that. And he was on different committees as director and later on the convention committee, on the membership development committee, and on some ad hoc committees also for Leos and others. He is going to be chairperson. He is going to be chairperson of the All India DG schooling, and also at the global level, he is going to lead the DG schooling for the year 2025-26 and 2025-27. So we are extremely happy that PID Matana Gopal is with us this evening. I request him to give his inaugural remarks and also declare this episode of SkillUP as inaugurated. Over to Matana Gopalji.
Thank you very much, nagaRAJU. It's my privilege to be a part of this excellent series and your efforts over the years. I've been seeing SkillUP 1, SkillUP 2, and now SkillUP 3. Your efforts over the period has been highly appreciated, and I really encourage your dedication to this SkillUP development series where the LCIPs and FDIs get an opportunity to showcase their presentation and training skills. This is a wonderful opportunity, Lions, once again, with thanking our Lion nagaRAJU. He has not come up to the leadership position as yet, but he continues to create leaders and encourage leaders in their training programs. Thank you very much, nagaRAJU, once again for this wonderful opportunity. Friends, my passion has been always to be a leadership trainer and program coordinator for various programs. And I feel happy to so many of you, almost around 80 of you are here today in spite of your valuable timing. And you have made it a point to come here to sharpen your skills on the training programs. I see very many of my colleagues here. Congratulations, everybody. It is an immense honor to welcome you all for the SkillUP Leadership Development series conducted by Lion nagaRAJU. As we gather here virtually, we are united by our shared commitment to service leadership and making a profound difference in our communities. Today, yet another day marks a pivotal step in our collaborative journey to enhance our leadership capabilities and to empower ourselves and others. The world around us is constantly changing, and as Lions, we must adapt and evolve to meet the challenges that lie ahead. This series is designed to equip you by nagaRAJU with the skills, knowledge, and confidence necessary to lead effectively and to inspire those who follow ours. See, as you all know, this FDI series is going, Lions Clubs International is updating our leadership programs, and the Faculty Development Institute is going out of the way and paving the way for other leadership programs to come in. But this FDI institutes will have another 2 years where we can get it as a multiple district training program. This FDI institute, no more Faculty Development Institute. This is the last year it will be having on the international scale. So just like international is updating ourselves towards the latest developments in the leadership programs, I think nagaRAJU, with all your help, is helping us also to develop various skills to update ourselves in the fast growing world. Throughout this program, I think you will explore essential leadership competencies, including effective communication, team management, conflict resolution, innovative problem solving, and other topics. These skills are not only vital for your personal development but also critical for fostering an environment of collaboration and growth within the clubs and line members. In each session, I think you will be engaging in a meaningful discussion, share your experience, and learn from one another. I encourage you to participate actively, ask questions, share your ideas, and offer your insights. Remember, each of you bring unique perspectives and strength to the table, and your contributions will enrich the collective learning experience. See, we have a diverse of leaders throughout, I think, throughout India or even throughout ISAMI office. ISAMI, we are participating in this program. We bring in this diversity into our leadership training programs, and we make sure that we learn from one another and take our leadership programs to the next level to reach our club leaders, districts, and multiple districts. As line leaders, we have extraordinary responsibility to not only serve our communities but also to cultivate the next generation of leaders within our ranks. Your role in mentoring and supporting fellow Lions is invaluable. Let us take this opportunity to not only sharpen our skills but also to ignite the passion for leadership in others. In conclusion, I don't want to take much time because I want to see how Kshamma Gandhi is going to present. In conclusion, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each of you for your commitment to personal and professional growth. Your dedication to becoming better leaders will have a ripple effect, inspiring and empowering Lions around you. Thank you for being here today, and I look forward an emerging and transformative experience in the SkillUP leadership. I congratulate once again nagaRAJU and all those who have been involved in this SkillUP program, participants, presenters, and those leaders who are coming here and giving your motivation. I wish them all the very best, and I'm sure this leadership development program in the form of SkillUP will continue forever. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PID Madan Gopal. Thank you very much for giving your time and also this wonderful message about the significance of leadership skills, how Lions Clubs International is promoting the building of Lions skills, and what is our role in promoting skills all around. Thank you very much for giving your time. Thank you for your message. And I'm extremely happy that you've been with us. So we are moving on to the presentation now. Today's presentation is going to be made by LCIP Kshamma Gandhi. Again, I don't need to introduce her to you, as you are all aware about her achievements, the ever smiling LCIP. I think she has rightly chosen this topic about anger because I don't think she can be angry, or I don't think she can ever I don't think anybody has ever seen her angry. So maybe she is the one who can give us lots of tips about how to control your anger, how to avoid being angry, and how to have that ever charming, happy smile on your face. To tell you very briefly, Kshamma has already, her leadership training career has not been a very long one, but already she has trained about 20,000 people. I think that's phenomenal. In about 4 years, training so many people, I think not many people have made that kind of an achievement. Her training skills include quite a lot of different areas, perhaps the whole gamut of skills that a leadership trainer can afford to specialize in. They include active listening skills, problem solving skills, critical thinking skills, adaptability, creativity, relationship building, and a lot more. She also specializes in managerial skills, management training skills, and she specializes in the fields of strategic planning and change management, performance management, and quite a lot of other managerial skills as well. She also trains people in personal skills, personality related, like goal setting, time management, self awareness, reflection skills, resilience, etc., etc. I think the list is very long. She specializes in almost every area that a trainer can specialize in. And then I'm extremely happy that Kshamma has helped me by shuffling, by replace. Actually, today's presentation was supposed to be made by another LCIP, but because of some health reasons, so when I requested Kshamma, she readily came forward and she said, "No problem, sir. I'll step in and I'll do this." So not many LCIPs perhaps come forward with, I mean, such supportive gestures. So I thank Kshamma for that, and over to Kshamma for the presentation.
Thank you, PID Mathanugopal, for amazing words. And it is my first presentation in the SkillUP today. I was very excited to see you as an inaugural faculty. And what not for nagaRAJU sir. I have to be very honestly, he is my mentor. And there are many today like Bhandari sir, Anand Mehta, with whom I have worked. And it is a great pleasure to be a part of a SkillUP, because I'll just want to share that SkillUP not only sharpens our skills, but it also helps. nagaRAJU sir has given us a platform to grow, to learn, and to lead, and to develop our qualities which are not been enhanced till now. So when we get an opportunity like this topic of anger management, so then I have to again search and do everything, like, though it's a natural emotion, but then too we have to, when we have to present ourselves, we have to search for something different that we can give to others. By that we also grow. So this is a very nice platform which nagaRAJU sir has provided, and this is a 54th SkillUP. And congratulations, sir. We will keep doing this forever as long as Lionism lives alive. So today, coming to my topic, I would like to say, just a moment, just stuck. Okay. So I have given it a name, Taming the Fire Within. Everyone has a fire in us, and that should be tamed. If left untamed, we are going to ruin all the relationships. This is the basic thing, because that's why I gave the name Taming the Fire Within. Like, I would like to say that anger is a human emotion, just as guilt, pride, or love, affection, fear. This anger is an emotion which has to be controlled. This anger is such a thing which will help us if we use it in a right way. It will protect us. It will, but what happens? This anger, it gives us something which is not there in our mind, to take an action, to take a revenge, to take a step forward and fight, to shout, to get angry and frustrated, and we get all red and our fists are clenched and everything like. So we have to tame that fire and use that anger into a positive way. So today, We are going to look at. So yeah, that just reminds me of a story of a blacksmith. There was a village, and there was a blacksmith who was working on the furnace, and he was very much well known for his strong arms and loud hammering. But he was very short-minded, very short-tempered guy. And whenever something went wrong, he used to like shout on the apprentice that why this happened, hit the hammer and everything like. And so people were, afraid of him. They were like keeping aloof from him. They were not very friendly. They didn't come to him. So one day, a wise monk was passing by and he saw that he was hitting hard on the furnace and shouting. So he just went there and gently asked, "Can I take a minute of yours and ask you a question?" And then he questioned him that, "What are you doing? Why are you shouting in the fire when the fire is already burning? It's already burning. Does it listen?" And irritated, he replied, "It is the nature of the fire to burn. So I just want it to cool down, otherwise it will burn everything which is surrounded by it." Exactly, the monk said. What are you doing? You have to first see about the fire which is burning inside yours. Try to control. And from that very day, whenever something happened, rather than shouting, rather than hammering, he used to cool two things: his inner fire and the fire of the furnace. So we all have that within ourselves. What we have to do is how we can tame that fire. So today we are going to talk on it. So today's session objectives are like we'll define anger, the common triggers for getting anger, the science behind the anger styles. We should know which style is ours, and 5-step anger self-management techniques, and some habits which you can form to control in a daily routine to control when you get angry. So anger is nothing more than our outward expression of hurt, fear, and frustration. This is one of the definitions. There are many others, but I chose this because whenever we get angry, our face, our behavior, we can easily, this is the inner fear, inner hurt, inner disrespect, which we show when we are angry. So this is only one definition which I have put, that anger is nothing than our expression, because it can be expressive. If we see there is a crowd of a people and there are two people, one is silently explaining, another one is, we can see from the expressions that there is something going on in between two, that someone is angry. So this is an expression of frustration, fear, hurt, anything. So I would like everyone to open that chat box and choose the emoji which generally you send to someone when you are angry, you are frustrated. Please share it. nagaRAJU sir, I would like you to.
Sure. In case there are any posts, I'll read them out.
Yes.
Kshamma Gandhi has given an angry face. Reshma.
Okay.
Yeah. Sheikh Mahabub Basha, and quite a lot of them have begun giving emojis.
The angry ones.
Yeah, the angry ones, the red ones, the angry ones.
The angry ones, the red ones. So generally it is like our mentality that when we are frustrated, when we are angry, we use those emojis, but we don't know that emoji which you send to other person might be because of some miscommunication, might be you are thinking that that person is saying something which might be helpful to us, but we think the other way. So what we do is we just put that emoji. We get angry, or that clench fist and like, teeth were clenched and something like that. So all that red faces will started popping up if you do something, even in your group, if you send something like that, that emojis come. So this is very natural, but I think we should control that. It should not overpower our anger. So before sending, we should think the other way also, that what the person is trying to say, let me understand that. So before doing that next time, please try to understand what is the person's perspective of sending that message that got you angry. Please first try to focus on that and then use that emoji. So these are some of the common triggers. Disrespect. So generally when we see that if we are there and we are talking to somebody and somebody comes in, pop in, we are talking to that person and that person interrupts. So we feel disrespected. When you are not given a chance to give your performance and the other person at job is given more importance, you feel you are disrespected. So there are many things like disrespect is the very common trigger for every person. When you get disrespect, you get angry. The other trigger is stress and pressure. Stress. At job work, there is a deadline, you have to finish, you are stressed. In the family, you have to balance the both family and the job, you get stress. So if someone says something which is very depressive and which you are not expecting, you get stress. So this pressures and this stress makes you angry. Unmet expectations. So expectations, whenever it is a very common thing. I will always say to myself also, don't expect. Because unexpectedly, when you get that thing, you are very happy. When you are having expectations, you are disrespecting yourself because you are approaching a person, and when you don't get that, you will be really very down at mood. You will be angry. You will get like, oh, I have no value. My value is zero for this person. So don't have any kind of expectations from anybody. Yes, do give yourself your best. Give your best in whatever you are doing, whether it's relationship, whether it is at your work, whether it is your family. Don't expect. Criticism and blame is the another trigger. Criticism. When a friend says something in a harsh way or in a mocking way, or you don't know the time, you are not on time, you are criticized, you are blamed every now and then. When you do so much for them, but then too, they don't realize your efforts, they don't realize your value, and you are criticized, you are at blame. When you forget something to do, supposing in a family, if you are keeping the things a very unmanaged way, and you will get a blame, like then you have to hear. But then if every now and then, if somebody pokes you that it is only because of you that I don't get my things properly, if it is only because of you, you make the mistakes at the job, if the bosses always like are on their reins and they are saying that it is only because of you that we lost this project because it was not made on time. Always criticism and always blame. Don't do that. Keep your foot in that person's shoes and you'll know what he or she might have done to get to this stage. So efforts are never. So this is criticism and this is blame. Miscommunication. Miscommunication happens many a times. Like because of this miscommunication, this shows that words doesn't matter, the way we interpret matters. So somebody might be very genuinely talking to us, but we think only because he is my enemy, he doesn't want something good for me, he's talking to me like be like that. Sometimes it happens that we forget some things, and if that miscommunication happens, you can't do anything, and there's some important message you have to give and you forget. Miscommunication happens. So this is also one of the triggers of miscommunication. Lack of control the situation. This happens, supposing just imagine you are going for a trip, you are already all set to go, and suddenly you slip down, you get yourself fractured. The situation is out of your control. You'll have to postpone everything. Your trip is in vain. If you have to wait for long queues, supposing at in the banks or in the hospitals or at the doctor's clinic, there's a long queue and you have to wait. It is out of your control. If today I'm all set up with my presentation and the internet goes down, it is out of my control. If we want to go to attend some special meeting and suddenly it start heavy rains, and you'll see there are only few who have come to attend your seminar or the meeting, it's lack of control. So there are some situations which are out of our control. Can anybody write more than this triggers? Can anybody write in the chat box something more than this common triggers of disrespect, stress, pressure, expectations?
I think there are already some messages from people. So somebody has written jealousy. That is from Srinivas Govindarajan. And comparison with others is another reason cited. Comparison with others also from Sharada. Unexpected situations and blaming others. Distrust is from Anand Mehta. Someone tells lies, Shashi Jain's answer. Toxic environment is Jayashree's answer. Personal attack is from Bhagavad Gita. Blaming others is Shalini Bhargava's answer.
Wow. So nice to see so many of them have so many triggers that are very common and they are very genuine. I'll tell you, even today, we can see that the kids are full of stress. So they also get angry on very, very small things when the examination are approaching or where. So we can't blame them because nowadays the competition is so much that parents are not able to give their children the confidence they should have. They should rather try to build the confidence in the child, but they keep on this competing. This competition is really a stressful thing. Uh, I can also say this. There's a cycle of this anger. Just giving a small example. Supposing if you nowadays the Diwali is nearby and we tell our kids, please just go and clean the room. And that fellow will not listen because they are already in playing games and doing their work. And then the thought will come, oh, they never hear to me. They never give me respect. So that comes, and then you will feel hurt for yourself because then you will slam the door that no, you are never going to hear to me. You are never listening to me. Whatever I do is for your thing. For whole day we are working and you don't do anything. But then what happens is you shouting at them, you bullying them, you are having the fire in within because that might be some another reason out of frustration you are doing. Maybe out of tiredness you are shouting on them. When you will sit at ease and when you will think, then you will think, no, what I did, I should have not spoken to them like that. No, they respect, even the same. If the kids are grown up, they will also understand the way we behaved was not okay. We should have behaved calmly with the mom. So the mind tells us to do the action, and we do it without knowing how much we are hurting the other person. So first of all, control that. This is the basic thing we should do. So this science behind anger is like amygdala, is alarm bell. It is a reaction center. So when something happens, when we are disrespected, when we are not given the importance or frustrated, or because of that we get angry, and this will go into the smaller brain, and that will start working. Why this? Why this has happened? And the prefrontal cortex will a brake system. It works very slow. It tells you, please wait, please wait. But your alarm is so loud that the brakes will stop working. It will not work. So whenever this kind of thing happens, your prefrontal cortex should be allowed to overpower the amygdala, the alarm bell, and you will see the results will be really amazing. You will see that how after strengthening the brakes, you will feel that the control is in yourself. You are respected. You are understood. You are given love, comfort, everything. You are not being misjudged. But when this happens, when this part happens, we don't know how to control ourselves. So this is science behind anger. Why this emotion? Why this angry emotion is also there? Like, always give preference to the prefrontal cortex rather than that thought, that brain which is not working, not seeing anything, and you are shouting and you are annoyed and you are angry on the people around you, and that will burn the relationships, that will burn the fire. Because of that fire, you will not be able to focus on what they are giving to you, the love, the affection, the care. But please do this. So this is the science. This is a small thing. I thought I should give this also because somebody said why we get angry, but this is the reason why we get angry. So now, may I know what is your anger style, please? In the chat box, you can type. If you are an explorer, that is, you shout or express your anger, or imploder suppresses the anger silently. Transcender manage your anger very calmly. The reason behind it, go deep into it and reflect. Think about that moment. Think about that anger and then act accordingly. So, may I know your anger styles?
Srinivas Govindraj is an explorer, or is he an exploder? I don't know. That's a spell. Piyush, 1 second. Hmm,
Sairam,
I'm going back.
imploder.
I'm going back. 1 second.
Yes.
Quite a lot of answers are there.
Yeah.
Piyush is Thomas says he's a smooth, and then Shelina says she's an explorer and exploder, sorry. And
Wrong claim.
wrong
Blaming makes me angry.
makes me angry. That is Piyush Goyal's answer.
Reflect.
Later,
Anand, by what can we expect from Anand?
yeah.
Already, obviously, I expected this from you, Anandji.
Amarnath Rao, A for exploder, and Reshma,
Oh, Reshma is an imploder. Oh.
Yachan Singh,
Oh.
transgender. This is a good one. Dr. Mudasir says previously he was an explorer, now more of a
Now,
transgender.
so it's a good shift then.
Yeah, correct. Sanjeev Gandhi says he's an explorer, and
I
Kshamma
know
knows
him.
that. He knows
I
it.
know him, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. So there are many. Yes. Suppressing my anger, bad. Okay, different
There are
styles.
many other
Many
ones.
times, different styles. Okay. Wow.
Professor Damodar is giving some suggestions how to control anger.
Yeah, deep breathing and stepping away, reflecting the triggers or anger. So we are coming on this.
Yeah.
Positive self-talk and
He's
the
one
ways
step
to
ahead.
control our anger. Yeah. Thank you so much, Damodarji. And Shalini Bhanagar is also imploder. Wow. Padmavati ji, I started counting. Good one. So yes. So these are the different styles. Even to some extent, I'm an imploder. I'll share my views. But now, as Mudassir said, that I'm also shifting from B to C. So we are colleagues, Mudassir sir. Thank you. Yeah, so these are the different styles. Generally, if we shout, if we bully, nothing is going to happen. Suppressing our anger will pop up in the other way. If we are suppressing like a spring, it will just pop up. Transcender, yes, very calmly think on the situation and then respond. And reflection, think of that situation and act accordingly is the best thing to do whenever you get angry. So just work on these styles from explorer, become an transcender and reflector as soon as possible, and you will see there will be so much wonderful, your life will be so much wonderful. So again, this is a step anger management 5-step. Pause. So whenever you get angry, pause for a minute, breathe, think, what are you going to do is okay? Will it have another repercussions? How will it affect your health, your mental health? Sometimes we get angry on ourselves also, sir. nagaRAJU sir. It
Yes.
happens if you are physically unfit and if there are some tensions in life. How I can be so stupid? Why can't I do this? There are some times we get angry on ourselves also. Why I didn't think this way? Why she is able to do and why I am not able to? This is jealousy, the comparison with self also we are doing this. So just think about it. What can you do for better for yourself? How can you grow? What is the right thing to do at the right time, right moment? The process. Identify the real cause. Sometimes there are very minor causes because of which we get angry on friends, supposing. But try why he is acting like this. What is there in it? Something there in life which is disturbing that fellow? Why is he behaving like this? So first you try to identify. Sometimes it happens. We fight for hours and we don't know the real reason why we are fighting for. The reason has already shifted to the other angle. So the real cause is sometimes very genuine, very small, but we react very badly on it. Choose to respond and not react. Plan. Generally, always we don't see the other person why they are saying this. Just listen to them first. Why they are saying, then react. Your reactions comes before you don't listen to that fellow. You don't know why he or she is talking to you like this, and you react. Don't do that. Practice. Practice calm words. Say soothing words. This in the mental wellness also we have been taught about this, that how we can change our approach to wrong words, bad words, only because of you. We point the person very easily. It is only because of your mistakes. Other you can say it. What could have been better? How we have done something differently. So change your tone. Your tones should be very comforting. It should not be very offensive. The person should not get hurt, disrespected, that no, you are not listened to. So use that. If day to day life, if you will do this, I am sure you are going to healthy your relationships with, rather it might be your friend, your colleagues at job work, your family members, or anybody, because those words you can put it in a sugary tone also. If you want to tell something, you can tell them, but maybe sometimes it also happens that you can tell them on their face. Take some time, tell him, I want to talk to you, can I? And then you justify your things, that can you have you should have done like this, it would have better. So that kind of attitude is really necessary. And prevent the triggers which we have mentioned, and you have also mentioned some. Be resilient. Try to track that triggers, because if you will track those triggers, you will build resilience, you will improve a relationship, you will yourself feel better, that no, this is something which I should have developed this habit much before. So now I would like everyone to do this 4-7-8 breathing techniques. That 4 seconds you have to just breathe in, hold for 7 seconds, and breathe out for 8 seconds. So whenever you get angry, please use this 4-7-8 breathing technique. Right now, I would like everyone to do this with me, even me. Just close your eyes, breathe in for 4 seconds, release, hold for 7 and release for 8. If you can't control, after doing this also repeatedly, do 2-3 times, I'm definitely sure you will be able to control your emotions, your anger, your frustration to anyone. So these are some habits which we should develop, that whenever we reply, pause before replying. As I said, we send the emojis, we write some notes which are very hurting to some persons. Just before replying, before writing, just pause, think. Don't send it immediately. Write, but don't send it immediately. Take your time, think on it. Then you will also realize that no, it was a very fast and very fast decision which I had taken. I should have stopped myself from doing this. So write, but don't send it immediately. Give yourself some time. Build calmness as a habit. Your calmness, your soothing is going to help you also and the people who are surrounded by you also. Use I statement. What could I have done for you? Rather than blaming others, you did this, you did that, because of you. Don't do that. Use I. Replace I with you. And do your favorite hobby, or maybe listen to some music, or do whatever you like. Whenever you get angry, give yourself some time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you can, and you will think that yes, you have changed a bit. Your mental peace is little bit now on the okayer side. And also one thing, I have a habit of writing a daily diary. I note it down. I think nobody knows it. But do that. Make it a practice. Whenever you get frustrated, make a diary, make a note, write it down. Not only but that will help you overcome your anger. Your power is within yourself. So these are some habits which we should perform in everyday, day-to-day life. So as our objectives are already achieved, we have known what is anger, it's our behavior, some triggers, the science behind the anger styles. I think you all know your anger styles now. So please try to do maximum you can do for yourself, for your betterment, or for the betterment of the society, and the 5-step anger self-management, and these are only some habits to control your anger. So this is all from you. So as I said, anger is an energy. Use it as a strength. Thank you. Thank you all my Lion members who have joined in here today. And nagaRAJU sir, thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to give the presentation on this subject, which I think will be very much helpful for everyone, and they will try to work on it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you.
Thank you, Kshamma. That was quite an exhaustive and insightful presentation, dealing with what anger is, and then what are the triggers that make us angry, and then how we can control our anger, how we can self-manage our anger. That's wonderful, really. I think this is a topic that has never been done at any one of the institutes that we've attended. So it's something fresh, something new, perhaps something useful to everybody. And I'm sure quite a lot of us will get opportunities to utilize the points that have been made today during some of our presentations, and also perhaps in our lives. This is question time now. We have plenty of time today, so there can be lots of questions. Kshamma, I will begin with my own question. Can anger in certain kinds of circumstances be a positive emotion?
Yes, definitely, sir. It will be a positive emotion. If I'll tell you, you have to go to a cinema. It's a small example. And you are on time, your friend comes late, and you are shouting at him, right? And then you come to know that because of some other reason, but for the work that you might have delegated to him, he was only late because of that thing. Why did you shout it? Then you will regret yourself. Why did you do that? So why not ask what happened? Try to use comforting words, soothing words, and ask that person that why it happened. But ask your friend why it happened that you were late. Maybe some another reason. So you can use this as that I told the story about that blacksmith. After that, whenever he used to be angry, he was cooling himself and the furnace. So that can be used as a positive energy. Use it as a positive energy. Why you are using it as negative energy? By saying some words which are very discomforting or hurtful to others.
Let me explain what's in my mind. Suppose I am invited to a meeting by somebody, and then they have given me a time and I have reached there in time, but they have not begun the meeting. Should I get angry or should I control my anger?
You should control your anger, sir. You don't know the reason behind why they are late. You don't know the reason. First, try to know the reason. Yes, if it's genuine, it's okay. Otherwise, you're being angry is, I told you, as it's a natural emotion, natural human tendency to get anger. But then the reason behind it should be known first. And that's why I said first you go to the root cause of why it happened, and then you get to say something which is like, okay, but otherwise you don't just blast on them without knowing the reason. Maybe, as I said, there could be a traffic jam, or there could be they might have missed the flight, the person whom you are going to meet. So you are on time, but he couldn't pop up. But
Thank you, Kshamma.
yes,
The
other
next
thing
question is
I
from
can
Anand.
tell that even that fellow should have told you that because of this, I'll be getting late. Yes, he should have informed you. This is the first duty of him also. Yes, sir.
Anand has a question.
Yes. Yes, Anand.
You very much, Shamaji. The whole presentation was very, very insightful, and I'm sure we loved the whole thing. The presentation talked about controlling the anger. That means I have anger, and now I'm controlling, managing all that. Is there a possibility, especially with the negative thought, negative emotions, which is harmful to us, okay, and not the positive one? Not I'm thinking about the negative impact of the anger, okay? Is it possible that I don't get anger? Because when I have anger, I'm controlling, I'm managing. Is there any way when I don't get anger? So when I don't get anger, there is no reason to manage or control. Is it possible?
Preventive.
Anandji, I don't know. Anger is, as I told you the first sentence only, it's a very genuine thing. As we are happy, we are sad, we are angry also. First of all, it's very natural for any human to get angry. But that is what I'm saying. You have to always control. How can you not get angry? But give yourself a thought. When you are going to be angry, you are not doing harming the person, the relationship with others, but your own inner peace also. So I think your inner peace is much more important. If you have to be peaceful, your intact, it should be intactful inside, your peace should be intact inside, then before getting angry, I think you should think over why to get angry. As you said, I have seen you never get angry. I have seen you always smiling. But it doesn't mean that you are not angry. Maybe you are not showing your emotions. Maybe you are not responding to those button triggers. Those triggers, that might be some triggers, but you are not responding to triggers because you are not giving importance to that smaller brain which reacts, rather than you are giving importance to the cortex, that prefrontal cortex, which is much more powerful than the smaller brain, which are giving action to fight, to shout, to get angry.
Lion Piyush Patel, do you have a question?
I hope,
Yes,
Anand,
sir.
I have answered your question in a correct way, because again, I think another question will come in a text form, in my mobile. I know that. Yes, Piyush, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah, it's Piyush Patel, listening
Yes.
to you from USA. I don't have a question, but I have suggestion. There is one book written by Justice O. Malcolm, The Power of Not Reacting. It teaches us how to pause and respond thoughtfully. So this should be read by everyone. And, we can control our anger, our emotions, by
In a very
reading this
better way.
book. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you
there are
very
many
much.
books, Piyush. There are many books which we have, which when I was going through all this, searching these things, I also went over lots of books were there written by many authors. And
Mhm.
but this is, I think, which should come from our inner self. We don't need to read books. Yes, they will guide us, but then are we going to follow those rules?
Yeah,
We
that's correct.
have
But
to.
Bhagavan Krishna was also got angry once. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. So
in a
that is what I'm
battlefield.
saying. No,
Yeah.
that will help. Books are going to. There was a small story. I think everybody must be knowing that. There was a small kid who was reading books every now and then, he said, I can't remember anything which I am reading. I'm just going on reading. I have read several books, but I don't know how much I remember, you know. Then what his mother told him, come here, and got a small, dirty, mudded water to him and told, bring one strainer and get me the water from this bowl to this bowl. And every time he used to do that, nothing happened because that was a strainer. How it is going to hold the water in it? So he said, Mama, this is not happening. And his mama said, that is not happening, but look at the strainer. It is cleaner than it was before. It is cleaner than it was before. So when we do this, when we read books, of course, we don't know. We can't remember all the things which is written in the book, but then it will help us. We'll clean ourselves. So that is a detox thing which we are going to do for our own self. Yes. Amarnath sir, you have a question?
I think Narendra Bhandari ji had a question, but
Bhandari ji, yes.
yeah, Amar, you can unmute yourself.
Kshamma hearty congratulations. You have done
Thank
excellent
you.
and give a lot of good tips on self-management. But my question is, how to manage our well-wishers and friends beside us?
Pardon, come again, sir. Beside us, in the sense?
Who are with us, but they are in a lot of angry. How can we control them to
Sir,
get them
smile.
peace?
If I may explain that question, of course, we talked about self-management of anger,
Yes.
but how do we control the anger of other people?
Yeah. So that is what I'm saying. When you feel that someone is angry on you, go there, stand beside him or her, whosoever, give a smile. First of all, that will suppress his anger a little bit. He will be comfortable talking to you, and then he will complain, he or she, whosoever, he or she will complain. Why you did this to me? I'm very upset with you. I'm very angry. Then you come into the conversation. Try to explain your point of view. Try to know what he wanted and what he was expecting has not met. That will, the confusion will be cleared. And that relationship, that bonding will be forever then, sir. That is what I can give the best answer for this is just go there, smile to them, talk to them in a very calm tone, soothing tone, and I think half of them is done. Nagar sir, can you say something on this?
Yeah, that's perfect. I think controlling others' anger perhaps is not in our control, but maybe we can do lots of things.
We can,
Kshamma has
yes.
given the simple trick, smile, perhaps, that at least subdues or postpones their anger.
Postpones it.
Narendra ji.
Yeah, Kshamma, actually controlling anger is ideal always.
Sir, we can't hear you.
True. But sometimes showing your anger and busting on somebody brings that person to discipline. Just a minute.
Sir, yes, sir,
see,
but
controlling anger is ideal. I can understand. Can you hear me?
yes.
nagaRAJU, can you hear me?
Now we can hear you, sir.
Now we can hear you.
Yeah, controlling your anger is ideal, but many a times, when there is indiscipline, see, controlling your anger is ideal, but sometimes showing your anger or busting on somebody brings that person to discipline.
I agree, sir. I agree to it. But then, as I said, once again, I'm repeating that only.
Did you get me, nagaRAJU?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. They sometimes we have to control they are mischievous or they are not cooperating or they are annoying in between the meetings or whatever the reason may be. Then we should try to tell them in a sugar-coated way. We have to do that sometimes, sir. I also agree to you that they will not understand unless and until we show that eye, that red eye or, but then there is a way to do that. Tell them in a very
When you say,
simpler way, in a simple way, in a soft tone, soothing words, calm words. And then also if they don't listen, sir, then as I said, our control is not there. We can't, it's outside our control box. We can't control them, sir.
one thing I would tell about anger, there is no harm in expressing anger, but you have to mind your language and your words.
Yes, that is what
I think that is enough.
That is enough. That is enough. Yes, sir.
In an anger, if you control your words, I think anger can become a strength also sometimes.
Sir, so can you share me any time it has happened to you that you had to get angry on someone and I don't want any names, sir, but can you share any of your experiences when you had to do this?
Yeah, several times, if you have given some responsibility to somebody and the other person is taking it lethargically, when I've shouted at that person instantly, within no time, he has responded and given good results.
I can understand, sir. I can understand that. Yes, we have to do that sometimes, but I think not on the not every time. So once we'll do it, next time I don't think he'll do that work properly. He or she, whosoever
that
will
gives
do.
exactly, that gives your image, that no nonsense image.
No nonsense image, yes, sir. So once if you do that, next time definitely he is going to prove himself better than before and do the work on time. I know that, sir. So it might be we have to do that harsh, we have to take that harsh steps once, but
No,
not
but
every
very
time.
nicely explained. You have explained the entire philosophy very nicely. And I think it really gives us help. It is definitely going to help all of us to control many a times.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mandaji. Thank you for
I think
attending
Sanjeev
this.
has already got lots of advice and then he still wants to ask a question. Don't make her angry.
No, I am not angry, sir. I
See,
am never angry.
I'm continuing with what Narendra ji said.
Okay.
I have never seen Anand Bhai or Narendra ji angry. They control
Not
their
even
anger. The
nagaRAJU, sir. Not even nagaRAJU, sir.
discipline to control or discipline, that's fine. An example like nagaRAJU sir will say, or anyone from South Hyderabad will say, Babu Rao sir, if there's any problem with anyone, next day morning he'll go for a tea and sit down and settle it. So to control, it's difficult many times. But if you sit down and talk one to one, that solves the problem. But that is not always the case. We need sometimes to understand the other person's perspective. And that is very well explained by Kshamma here. That to understand other person's perspective and then react. Mostly we react first and then say sorry. Sorry is another word, which with the smile and sorry, we can settle many problems. Thank you.
Thank you. Sharada, do you have a question? Sharada, you can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Namaste, madam.
Namaste ji. Namaste,
Nice explanation and nice presentation, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.
If others are in preoccupied negative thoughts, what can we do?
You always be positive, because I think if you'll also go negative, or you are just thinking that the other person is negative, right? And by thinking that, you also get that negative thoughts. Rather than you be positive. If you'll also go negative, it's not going to work. So if I'll give my example. Every morning when I am having my tea, and me and Sanjeev are having together some me time, and he often reads the newspaper. He opens it and he says, today this happened, today that happened. The gold rate is increasing, the silver rate. So I said, please, Sanjeev, We are having me time. I don't want all these talks. I know that you are well aware, but if that person do that twice, thrice, 4 times, then your trigger point will you are going to get angry on that. So try to explain the person having the negative thoughts to come out of that thoughts. Don't read all these negative things, rather than do some positive, some activity which gives you happiness, which gives you strength for the whole day. So you can tell them, please stop thinking negative, because you are going to harm yourself only. Please don't do that. And you are harming me also, my thoughts also. So rather, very politely, you can tell them, explain them the importance of positive thinking.
Thank you, Kshama. I think if I may add a sentence to that. So when others are the triggers of your anger, today we are discussing how can we control our anger.
Our anger.
So instead of course, changing others is a different thing. That's the next step. So how can we control ourselves? I think Srinivas is a question. Srinivas?
Yes.
Kshama,
Yes.
most of the time we have to face the anger of wife at home. How do we manage it?
Sir, think about the vice versa situation.
No, sorry. 90% if you ask, they say they have to put up with the anger of the wife.
I don't know how many of
Raise the hands and say, do they agree with me or not? Everybody
do you
is
all agree that your wife get angry on you very
100%
often,
yes.
that you do? Really?
I don't know. I just listen, smile, grin and bear
Yeah,
it. That's all.
so it is like, I'm very sorry, sir. As we crack jokes on Sardarji, we are always there to be blamed. But you, Srinaji, your voice is gone. Please
No,
unmute
I
yourself.
muted
Yeah.
him because I
No,
thought
no,
that he
no.
was speaking.
No. So I just wanted to say that why not take her for a candlelight dinner? Why not give her a beautiful present, or on a long drive, or give a surprise by taking her to the movie? What will happen, sir? Don't react at that time. Just let her finish whatever she wants to say. The next day you do this. Don't do it immediately also. And she'll realize that the way she was angry on you was not genuine. It was not okay. This behavior is not accepted. So I think all be calm, because see, I'll tell you, as always said, women have to take care of household things, manage everything. Sometimes it happens, they get angry. You, as a life partner, as the best partner in the life, you should understand the emotions, why it has happened, why she has got angry. And then you can do something like this, which will make her feel important, loved.
What's the impact of unventilated emotions? And suppose I am angry, I don't ventilate it. Does anything happen to me?
Sir, you are suppressing yourself. And somewhere it is there inside you. You are not letting it out. Only the thing is there. Share it with your friend. Share it with your close group, whom you can share. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. It could be your friend. It could be your colleague. It could be your son, daughter, anybody. See, sometimes it happens with me, and I share it with my daughter. So I'm not suppressed. Once it is out, you are relieved. If you will just keep it inside, it's going to stack up, and one day it will blast. And that is very bad, sir. I think you should not suppress yourself, but go share it with your friends or colleagues or whosoever, and let it out, because it's not at all good for your health to suppress your anger. Don't do that. Because once you'll not say what has happened to you, why you are feeling like that, and you'll not speak up, the people will not know also that what has happened to you. So rather than share it.
Thank you, Kshama. I think we have time for one last question if anybody raises the hand. Otherwise, I just would like to continue the earlier question that I asked you. I mean, there are people who don't need any triggers. They're always angry. So morning to evening, throughout the year, with reason, without reason, they're always angry. But they're extremely successful. I think very highly top, some of the top managers that I know personally are angry and they are successful only because they're angry. How do we explain this?
Sure. One is we give respect to the people out of love and affection. The other thing is we respect because of his anger. Because we think if he'll not do this, he'll feel disrespected. If he'll not do this, and that makes that person more powerful because it will become a habit for him. So why you want to do that? Why you are actually, fueling the fire. Show him the mirror. But there are many few who can do that. I'll tell you, sir, to be very frank enough with you, we are going at these Lions meetings and everywhere. And after it, oh, very nice. It was very nice. We loved it. But this is not the right thing. Speak up. Don't just tell them for the sake of saying. It is not going to help. So I think don't suppress yourself, sir. Please let it out. Because otherwise it will be a blast then. And it is going to affect everybody around you.
Thank you. I think I have just one more question I can take. I think I have 2 or 3 minutes left before I invite the next presenter. Is there any other question? Thank you very much. In that case, if there are no other questions, you can continue interacting with Kshamma. You can continue writing to us.
So there is another stop technique also, that is S for stop. It means S for you have to just stop and take a step back, think, give a thought. And then you can plan accordingly. Don't just go into it. So there is a stop technique also. I just don't remember it properly, but I read it somewhere that you pause, stop, pause, take the breath, and then plan, then see the trigger. It is a stop technique. It is called.
Kshamma,
So
is there
if
any
any
logic
case,
behind that 4, 7, 8? Can it not be 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, whatever, 4, 7, 5, 7? I mean, why those numbers?
that I didn't search, sir, actually, but everywhere I just read this 4, 7, 8 technique. Maybe because I think to release, they give more time to inhale. So I think inhale good things and exhale the bad ones. I think I don't know the exact logic behind 4, 7, 8, but definitely I think I'll have to search it. I'll message you, sir. Definitely I'll search this question. I'll message you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we have come to the end of the program. So this is the schedule of the future SkillUP presentations. The next presentation is going to happen on October 30th, exactly 14 days from today. Amarnath Rao is going to make that presentation, and the topic is very interesting. Living is giving is lionism. So living is giving and giving is lionism. This is what he's going to talk about. Amarnath is here. I request him to propose a formal vote of thanks and also invite all of us to his presentation on October 30th. Over to Amar. Amar, you are a co-host. You can unmute yourself. Yeah. You can speak now.
1 minute. Okay, good evening to everybody.
Good evening.
It's been a truly inspiring session today. I extend heartfelt gratitude to PID Madan Gopal for gracing us as the chief guest and sharing his motivating thoughts. A special thanks to LCIP line Kshamma Gandhi for her insightful and excellent presentation on anger and self-management. And also thank our energetic facilitator and guru line nagaRAJU for guiding and facilitating the session so effectively. Thank you. Thank you, dear Lines, for your active participation and enthusiasm. Before we conclude, I warmly invite you all to join the next SkillUP episode, where I will be presenting on the inspiring topic, Living is Giving is Lionism. Let's continue to learn to lead and lead to serve. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you and happy Diwali. Wish you all a happy new year too in advance.
Thank you, everyone. So you see my contact number on the screen. You also see my mail ID in case you want to watch some of the SkillUP episodes on YouTube. The link is there. Quite a lot of them. Some I missed, but most of them have been recorded and posted there. And in case you want to give an opportunity to your friends also to participate in this series of programs, there is a WhatsApp group created, and I've already shared it with you in the chat box, and you can also scan this QR code to join the group. So if you join this group, you will receive the future notifications about SkillUP and also similar similar online happenings around. So recently we had a series of presentations on mental health and well-being during the Global Service Week, and 12 LCIPs made presentations then. Similarly, we are thinking of a series of presentations for the other 2 Global Service Weeks also, hunger and environment, and I'll keep you informed in case you join that group. Thank you very much for joining us. See you again on October 30th. Thank you very much.
Thank
And
you. Good
Thank
night.
you. Happy Diwali, Happy New Year to everyone.
I am allowing everybody to unmute yourself, and then I will keep this window on for another 5 minutes. Everybody can say hello to each other.
Happy Diwali to everyone.